Well, the miracle is more spending. How about it do that? And just finally, Matt, the BBC, Britain's version of our ABC, has had its two top executives forced to quit over its left-wing bias. Now President Donald Trump's threatened to sue it for $1 billion US if it doesn't apologise by Friday for one of the examples of its bias, doctoring a quote to make it seem like it was inciting violence at the US Capitol. That's actually forced a nervous ABC presenter today to ask the Prime Minister for protection. Have a listen.
Does the ABC need some more protection from Donald Trump?
Matt Canavan, should the ABC be nervous of being sued because after its bias against Trump, its bias against your coalition, its bias against George Pell and Catholics generally, its bias against anyone questioning the global warming cult?
Look, Andrew, I probably don't watch enough ABC to know for sure whether they have something to be nervous about, but I would suggest that they may want to review their Russia documentaries on Four Corners. I remember watching that years ago, and I don't believe they've ever apologised for that, despite multiple congressional investigations finding that the Russia links, or the alleged Russia links between Trump and Putin, were complete bunkum, absolute bunkum, an absolute hoax. And I believe the ABC has never corrected the record. They might want to do that sooner rather than later.
And Matt, I've got only a minute left, but can I just ask you quickly about the speech that Anthony Albanese gave last night on the dismissal, blasting the Liberals, blasting Sir John Kerr, calling it illegitimate, etc.?
Well, we've always known that the reason Anthony Albanese says he's in politics is to fight Tories. So clearly he was very upset when the Tories won in his formative years and kicked out a terrible government. Perhaps it would be better, though, if Anthony Albanese's purpose was to lift the living standards of all Australians. He's not doing that very well. We're going backwards, our real wages back to 2011 levels. How about he focuses on that instead of fighting the culture wars of 50 years ago?
And perhaps instead of erecting another statue to Gough Whitlam. I mean, that is absurd. Matt Canavan, thank you so much for your time.